Well, hello, and welcome to my latest video. Now, some of you may have noticed that I did a video yesterday, in fact, an unboxing of a new ring light, and the investment that I have made in stuff and equipment to improve the quality of my videos for your viewing pleasure is only exceeded by the investment that most other YouTubers have made. Well, why did I do that? Well, one of the things that I thought a ring light would be used for, it's called a newer, by the way, but it's a newer with two E's, and one of my subscribers said it ought to be pronounced as newer. So it's a newer ring light, and I thought one of the things that people use a ring light for is to make one of the most popular YouTube genres, and that is makeup videos. I thought, I know, as I've got a ring light, why don't I make some makeup videos? And you're thinking, oh, come on, Julian. We've sat through the nonsense that you've been peddling about cycling. Some of it actually is genuine, it's not nonsense. We've sat through some of your ridiculous book reviews, and now you think that as a 64-year-old man living in a garage, for Christ's sake, you are qualified to do us videos about makeup. Well, why not? You know, YouTube is a diverse platform where all kinds of people with plenty of knowledge or none at all are able to put videos up, so why shouldn't I be one of them? Now, the video that I'm going to do is sort of makeup, and I think makeup encompasses lots of the things that we as people, as human beings, decide to put either on or in our bodies or on our faces to make us look nicer, more, what's the word, professional? No, professional, not the word, more attractive, I suppose, or just to make us feel better. So the thing I thought I'd start with is one of these, and you're thinking, oh God, what has he got in his hand? This is a Vicks, I don't know if you can see that, a Vicks Nasal Inhaler. And what is a Vicks Nasal Inhaler for? Well, it is to inhale into your nasal passages, i.e. your nostrils. Not a navel stick, by the way, it's a nasal stick. And the intention, or the goal of sticking this thing up your nose is to clear your nasal passages. It's not a drug. So those of you who are thinking that I'm going to do some kind of how-to video about sticking things up your noses, you're going to be disappointed. It is not a drug. It is a what is it? What's it called? It's not a medicine. And I ought to say, first of all, I probably should have said this at the beginning, I am not a medical professional. I am not a scientific expert. I do not give any kind of medical advice. In fact, I don't give advice at all. So you choose to follow what I'm about to say, or even what I've said already. You choose to follow it at your own risk exclusively. So the Vicks Nasal Inhaler is designed to clear your nasal passages, and it's because it's getting on for winter, and you get a cold and you get a blocked up nose, and you go, you know that kind of feeling in your nose, you can't really breathe properly. Well, then Vicks Nasal Inhaler is designed to cure that particular situation. So, as Fanny Craddock would say, first kill your rabbit. First buy your Vicks Inhaler. You can buy this in supermarkets or Boots and Chemists or online retailers. Other places are available, and it's not expensive. Costs a couple of quid, and it looks like this rather odd thing. Don't put this in the wrong place, by the way. No, it is not that kind of video either, Nigel, before you're thinking it is. So you get your Vicks Nasal Inhaler and you unscrew the top like that, and you get something that comes out of it that looks rather distinctive and rather unpleasant. And the way it works is, right, first of all, First of all, you need to close one nostril, and I'm going to close my left nostril. You may see this the other way round. I get a kind of mirror image because you're on the other side of the screen from I am. So I close my left nostril with my left index finger. You can use the middle finger, you can use the third finger, you can even use the little finger like that. I wouldn't use your thumb. I suppose you could use your thumb. I use the first finger. So I close my left nostril like this, and I stick that up my right nostril like that. Now, do you remember in Blackadder Goes Forth, you know, the one that was set in the First World War, and he's trying to get out of going over the top, so he sticks some fingers up his nostrils, going wibble, wibble, so that people think he's crazy. This is not about being crazy, it's about clearing the nasal passages. So you stick that up and go, and you get this kind of rush of coldy, sort of mentholy, minty kind of coolness. And you know that kind of feeling when you have that coolness, that coldness that kind of flows up through your brain and it clears your nasal passages. I've enjoyed that so much, I'm going to do it again. So I'm closing the left-hand nostril and sticking it up my eye. Now, don't snort it, right? It's not that sort of video. Don't snort it so hard that this thing disappears up into your brain and then has to be extracted by a kind of medical procedure. The medical doctors and nurses in the hospitals have better things to do than extracting Vicks nasal inhalers from various orifices that you might have put them into. So we've done the right hand nostril, so now we do the left hand nostril. So we close the right hand nostril. I'm using the first finger on my right hand, and I stick it up my left hand nostril like so. Oh, that is such a wonderful feeling. You get such a rush from doing that. I'm almost embarrassed to be seen enjoying myself quite so much on a video, purely for your enjoyment. So there's this kind of mentally coldness flowing through your nostrils and clearing your brain, and it does work. I'm not paid by the Vicks Nasal Inhaler people. They haven't given me this for free. I bought it with my own money, so I'm not sponsored. So this is purely off my own bat. I'm recommending the use of this if you have a blocked up nose, and it works really well. Now, you can also get, or used to be able to get, I assume you still can, you get a kind of pot, a pot of Vicks Vapor Rub, it's called. It's like a pot of what? Well, like a pot of peanut butter, and it's not peanut butter. And I wouldn't put peanut butter on you, by the way. And you've got to rub it on your chest like that, or get somebody to rub it on your chest for you when you go to bed. And then as you lie down in your sleep, the fumes go on. And when you wake up in the morning, you are fresh and clear, and your nasal passages are clear, and you feel wonderful again. I wouldn't use peanut butter, by the way. I wouldn't use Nutella or anything like that. It doesn't have the same effect. But the Vicks Nasal Inhaler, or the Vicks Vapor Rub, does work in clearing the nasal passages. Now, in these particular times, I wouldn't share this with somebody else. By the way, kids, don't share needles, don't share nasal inhalers. You don't want to get your germs on this from your nose and then give it to somebody else so they can stick those germs up their nose. Very bad situation, particularly in these times. So it is very important that if you are a family, if you're a big family, let's say there's 14 of you in the family, you're going to need one of these each, so that's going to be fairly expensive. But don't share them. No, don't share them, guys. That is not a good thing. But the Vicks Nasal Inhaler is something that works. It's an effective nasal clearing thing. It is not a drug. It is not dangerous if used in the correct manner. And I hope you found this particular video useful. Next video, and that's not really a kind of cycling thing, is it? I mean, you might cycle, get a blocked up nose, and therefore the nasal inhaler is quite useful. The next video in terms of makeup for the cyclist could be, yes, wait for it, chamois cream. And if you are desperate, absolutely desperate, and you cannot wait to see Julian applying chamois cream in a ring light, yes, the mind boggles. then keep on watching. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you like my ridiculous videos, please feel free to subscribe them and share them with your family and friends. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.